beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Creations, and I'm Nova, and I am so happy to see you today. It is Christmas Eve, so happy Christmas Eve. I hope that you are having a beautiful day, and I hope that you and your loved ones are taking care of the best that you can. I hope you get up to some holly jolly stuff today and have fun. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then that is totally fine. I hope that you just have a great day in whatever you do today. Are you guys getting any snow? It is like I'll be lucky if it's under 70 outside right now, where I live in Texas. So we are not getting snow. Fingers crossed it's cool out. I have not checked the weather today, but it's been rainy. And it's been like in the 60s. So that's what I'm assuming the weather is going to be like today. I am just going to jump into what I'm doing and chit chat along the way. So you guys may be like a little weirded out because normally for the 25 days of Christmas videos, I have been coming on here already Christmassy and like wearing my hat, wearing sweaters, things like that. But today's Christmas Eve, and we're going to be going over to my grandma's, hubby's grandma, technically, in-law. We call her Nana, and it'll be like a family thing. There'll be a lot of people there. And I just have not done anything like productive today to come on here and show you guys. Oh no, I got primer, or like, this stuff is set and refresh mist, if you guys were wondering what this was. I got it on my mirror. There you go. You can put this on like before and after, and just like anytime you want like a refresh. But it smells like strawberries. It is really, really, like, really nice smelling. But my plans have kind of gone awry today because I was up all night last night, sick. I don't know why. I have a GERD, which is basically acid reflux. Not to be like, you know, TMIing, but it's not fun. I have really bad acid reflux when I don't take medicine for it, but I do take medicine for it, and it helps a lot. The issue is acid reflux is not the only thing that it causes. One of the things that it causes is, this is primer, by the way, that I'm putting on. One of the things it causes is congestion, because when I have a lot of acid being formed, my body tries to protect me by creating congestion. So my throat especially gets so congested, and it makes me gag, and it makes me choke, and it makes me cough. And so last night I was choking and waking up, like I said, not to be TMI, so kind of trying to, like, you know, be a little, like, not too graphic about it, but I was waking up choking on acid and congestion, and I was throwing up, and it was just a really bad night. So, I didn't sleep last night. I ended up sleeping today, till like noon. And then now, I'm like running behind on things because I slept longer than I, you know, later than I meant to. But, yeah, so I had some breakthrough. I shouldn't say that I have no idea why. I did make taco soup for dinner last night, and that's definitely why it happened. But typically my medicine keeps me covered, and it just did not keep me covered last night. So that was not fun. Usually I only have that happen if I run out of medicine. So, I actually need to get a new beauty blender, which is this like little sponge. And I have not gotten one. I threw my old one away. So I'm going to be using my hands to put on my foundation. I have not worn foundation in months and months. Like, I'm not even sure if I've worn foundation this year. And the reason for that, I'm sure I've worn it. I'm sure I've worn it this year. But the reason for that is that my skin is not cooperating with me. And so foundation does not sit well on my skin anymore. I have a lot of skin conditions. And unfortunately, quite a few of them affect my face. So I have rosacea and I have psoriasis. And I just get like dermatitis issues in general. But then also I'm getting older, so I have more texture to my face. And so I just have kind of given up on wearing foundation. Because it just doesn't sit well on my skin, and I feel like it looks, honestly, it looks better without it. But I have a ton of redness in my face. Naturally, that's just how my skin is. So I would like to wear foundation if I can today. Just because it's a special occasion, you know, sometimes it's nice to do a little bit more than we normally do. And I know that this looks really white, but like, this is my skin tone when it's not the red of my face. It's just, I have so much redness in my face. But anyway, I'm trying to kind of do a beauty blender where you tap it into your skin instead of rubbing it. It makes it sit better on your skin than rubbing it around. So if you wondered what in the world I'm doing over here, I'm attempting to beauty blender without a beauty blender. Which, like I said, if you aren't familiar with beauty blenders, they're just little sponges that you tap your foundation into your skin with. The products I'm using, I'll just go ahead and tell you in case you're interested. I used this e.l.f. mineral infused face primer after I used my spray, and then I'm using this Revlon Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation with hyaluronic acid, and this Fit Me Matte Poreless. And then this is in the shade of Porcelain. This is in the shade of F2. And then I just mixed the two of them together. Oops, I didn't focus that back on me. But I figured I would do a little get ready with me today. I guess I probably should have prefaced that before I just started getting ready. But I wanted to get ready while I chatted with you guys so that it wasn't just me sitting here talking and then me getting ready. I thought instead of me just sitting there talking, I'd get ready at the same time and have a little get ready with me video, which I have not done before. So you guys will have to let me know if you hate it. No, don't let me know if you hate it. I won't do them very often, I promise. But, I don't know, I thought it might be kind of nice to just sit and get ready together. I don't know if you guys have anything going on for Christmas or Christmas Eve that you have to get ready for, but if you do, you can sit and get ready with me if you want to. Now I'm just taking the excess product. I had mixed it on the back of my hand and pressing it into my neck. And then I'm just going to kind of run my hands around on my face to make sure that there's no harsh edges to what I've got going on. And I think I got all that product. Yeah, I got all that product off the back of my hand. I'm actually pretty happy with how that's sitting on my face. It has not sat that nicely in quite a while. I mean, it's still textured for sure, but I think that's just part of getting older. So I don't know what I'm doing as far as my makeup goes. I should have brought a, like a cloth in here to wipe my hands on as I go. So I don't know what I'm doing exactly, but I got like a little assortment of stuff out here. I know I want to do something Christmassy, and so I grabbed my favorite palette for colors, which is this Lisa Frank palette. I love this for colors, and I keep the little protective sheet in here, so let me pull that out. This like just goes over the palette to keep it off of the mirror. But these are eyeshadows. And so I thought that this would be a good one to, like, you know, get my reds and my greens and stuff. Typically for Christmas Eve, at least, not necessarily Christmas. I don't necessarily do my makeup on Christmas, but Christmas Eve is more of a, we go over in the evening and it's like a little more formal. I usually do some kind of a Christmas makeup. And then I also pulled out my Nook ink palette. This is a ColourPop brand palette, and it is the Animal Crossing collaboration that they did. And this has greens in it. I love this sparkly one that it's got in there, so I thought I might use this in conjunction with that. And then I grabbed my Kat Von D highlighters. This is the Alchemist holographic palette. Looks like this. These are highlighters. They're shimmery. And this one is a glittery one. This one has like really fine glitter in it. And I really, really love that. I use this for everything. So those are like the things I'm planning on doing my eye makeup with and stuff. And then as far as my lips go, I'm thinking I'm just going to do a lip tint today. So I got my Animal Crossing. This is also a ColourPop collaboration item. They have these, they're scented. So this one's cherry scented. If you couldn't tell by the lid, it's got little cherries on it. But I was thinking I won't do lipstick today because we'll be having things to snack on and drink while we're there and stuff, and I just didn't want to have to deal with it. Excuse me. And then I also got some eyeliners and mascara and stuff out. I'm not gonna lie, I really need to like buy some new things. My eyeliners are like all running out. I've literally just been kind of using them to the best of my abilities. So irritated that I got spray all over this. I'll probably end up using my palette mirror more than that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna do red. You know what, I'm just gonna move this out of the way entirely because I think I'll just use the mirror in my palette and this will give me a little more space. I think I wanna do, what do I wanna do? So in the past, some things I've done are like, I've done little Christmas trees by the corners of my eyes. Like I do like an eyeshadow look and then I do like little Christmas trees next to my eyes. I think last year I did Christmas lights, where I did like a strand of Christmas lights on my eyelid. But I don't think I'm going to do anything like that involved. Oh, I forgot to grab a brush. Give me just a second while I figure out what eyeshadow brushes I want. So I've talked about this a little bit before, but I used to do makeup as my main hobby before I got into crochet. So if you're wondering, I'm going to start with these, and if you're wondering why I have so much makeup, that is why. Where is... whatever. These will be good. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to use... I've got just this like blue, somewhat fluffier brush. Pretty sure it's got product on it. Okay, no it doesn't. It's just tinted. I was like, apparently I didn't clean this. Yeah, so it's just tinted blue. And then this, which is a like really fluffy brush, and this is really good for blending. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do... Do I want to do red or green? You know what I'm gonna do? I'll do green. Should I do green on top and red on bottom, or red on top and green on bottom? I could alternate. I could do one way and one the other. Do I feel like doing something that different? I'm not feeling like doing anything super crazy. You know what? I'm just going to start by doing one eye and then I'll figure it out as I go. So I'm going to try to set this up so I can use this mirror without blocking you guys too much. Try to lean into so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let's see. I'm going to start with this dark green. I'll tell you guys the color shades in case you're curious. This is the color Forest. And I'm going to start in the corner of my eye and kind of bring it in a little bit. And I'm not worried about blending yet. I'm just doing color placement. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go over one to the color Saturn Sunday. And I'm going to just go over a little bit and blend that over into that darker color. Once again, not super concerned about blending a whole lot yet. I'm going to grab one more brush actually. Here we go. Same type of a brush basically as the one I was using, but so that I can differentiate the light colors and dark, I'm using Zoomer and Zorbit. It's this like lighter green. If you guys hear my hubby laughing out there, he's playing video games with his friends. And then I'm just going to go right into the corner basically with this and pull it out towards the other colors. Zoomer and Zorbit is the second lightest shade, and I started with the darkest. So there are 3 different shades of green in this palette. And I'm just going to kind of pull this lighter green towards the middle into that darker green. Okay, so I think I decided I'm going to go ahead and do both eyes the same. So I'm going to go ahead and replicate that on the other side before I continue. I'm going to grab Forest, this dark green color, go over here. You guys will have to let me know what you are up to for Christmas Eve, if you guys have anything fun going on. By the way, if you were wondering why I did not start out with the coffee advent calendar, I actually decided that since there's only 1 day left in it, it only goes through the 24th day. It has 24 days in it. And my little event that I'm doing is 25 days. I decided that I want to wait till tomorrow to open up the last day of it. That way I have it for tomorrow too. I thought I wanted it for Christmas Day, you know? So I was like, okay, I'll just not open that last window today and I will save it for tomorrow. Okay, so that's that Forest and Saturn Sunday. See if I can pull that down a little closer to my lash line. And then I'm going to go into that Zoomer and Zorbit. And start in the corner and pull that out. I did go ahead and give hubby his Christmas present. And today, I made him a little something and it was just, you know, small stuff. We actually weren't going to get each other anything, which I didn't really, just a little bit of like stocking stuffer, you know, candy and stuff. And I actually, ordered him a, Yu-Gi-Oh card that he had talked about ages ago, this like old Yu-Gi-Oh card that he was talking about wanting to get again when we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh. He was like, oh, if I could get a card, I would love to get this card. Used to be like my go-to. Okay, now I'm going to start doing a little bit of shaping. I want to pull this up a little bit higher. And then I'm going to start doing more blending. And I'm using the brush that has the dark color on it right now to pull this up a little bit and start to get a little bit of a shape going. And then I also made him a shiny Mareep. So if you guys remember me recently talking about Mareep, or talking about that Pokemon weekend, basically, where we were playing a lot of Pokemon Go, one of the, well, not this one for Christmas, not the one that we were just doing, but like a couple weeks ago, like early December, I was talking about us like playing and catching Mareep and trying to get like shiny Mareeps and stuff, which is a Pokemon on Pokemon Go, if I didn't say that. By the way, this is Monster that I poured into a Panera cup. Like I've told you guys, I like to reuse these plastic cups. And I prefer to drink everything out of a straw, so I just pour everything that's in like a can into a cup with a straw, or stick a straw in it, but I prefer to drink out of a cup. I prefer to see what I'm drinking. I like a clear cup. Yeah, sometimes, you know, sometimes I don't, but I always like to have a straw. Not a metal straw. Has to be a plastic straw. Anyway, so I got him, or I made him a crocheted little Mareep. I will definitely have to pop pictures up. Maybe while I'm talking, I'll pop them up. If not, I'll put them at the end of the video so that you guys can see those. All right, so I am happy with that. And then, you know what? No, I'm going to go ahead and do the red. So I'm going to do red under my eyes, and I need a skinnier brush for that. So I'm going to pull out this little brush. It's got a spoolie at the other end of it. I don't use this spoolie for anything though. And then it's got this little angled brush on this end. And I'm going to use the red, which is in the color of Buzz. So let me show you guys the colors I've been using. So I used this green, and this green. And then I'm going to use this color red. And I'm going to go under my eye with it. But yeah, so I made him that, and he loved it. I knew he would, honestly, though. That was like the whole point. He loved it so much, though. And I went ahead and did that today because tomorrow we'll be at his parents' house basically all day. We go over really early, and we basically stay there. Especially because I told you guys how a few years ago, like the first year that COVID hit, I think it was 2019. That first year that COVID hit, both of his grandparents on his dad's side got COVID and passed away at Christmas time. So it was really, really sad. But one of the things that we used to do for Christmas was we would go over to his parents' house and then, poke myself in the eye. And then we would go over to his parents' house in the morning, stay till like the afternoon. Then we would head home for a little bit to get cleaned up, because we go over there without like getting cleaned up or anything. That's just like a go over in your Christmas PJs type of thing and have breakfast and stuff. And then we would head home, and we would get cleaned up, and we would head over to his grandparents' house. This is his dad's parents. So the one that I'm going to tonight is his mom's mom, and then it was his dad's mom and dad that we'd go to. This is what we're looking like so far. And don't worry, I haven't done like any blending yet or anything. But they both passed away, and so that was like the other half of Christmas. So we typically have been staying longer, and I don't know, for his dad, you know, since that's a big change after however many years. So I'm taking this color Made in the Shade. It's this one right here. These are all sparkly. I love it so much. And I'm going to use this to blend a little bit. So I'm coming in right in the, kind of in the middle, and I'm just going to blend. This is a really fluffy, like, blending brush. But, yeah, so we'll probably be over there all day tomorrow. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, right. So I went ahead and gave him his Christmas present today. And he really loved it. I really wasn't feeling too hot before I came on here. I was honestly contemplating not going to his grandma's house because I just was not feeling good. But I know I'm not like sick, you know. I know like I'm not going to get anybody else sick. It's not that type of thing. I know why I feel like crap. But I really wasn't feeling up to getting cleaned up and going anywhere. I really just wanted to like stay in bed today. But it's Christmas Eve, you know. It's Christmas Eve. And I want to enjoy Christmas, and like I know I would regret it. So I made myself get up and I was like, you know what? For today's video, I will have a little get ready with me video. Okay, so that was made in the shade. Blowing off extra eyeshadow, which is now floating around. I don't know if you guys can see like the little cloud of glitter. And then I'm going to take Yes, Yes, which is this like lighter shade. And let me focus this for you guys so you can really see those colors. I love this palette. I actually, when I do my makeup, which like I said, I haven't really been doing my makeup. Not only have I not really been doing foundation, I also just haven't really been doing my makeup in general. I just couldn't honestly be bothered. When I do use makeup though, I use this palette a lot. I really like it. So anyway, I'm taking that lighter color and I'm going up to my brow line and I'm just lightening it up. This makes your eyes look like brighter and like more awake and happy and cheerful kind of. And I'm pulling that all the way over. I'm going kind of in the middle, or in the, you know, inside here where I don't have any product. But I'm also pulling that over these darker colors that I pulled up a little bit. So it creates some shading. And so that's what we are looking like. Then that was this Yes, Yes. And then I'm going to take this Sparkly CEO. That's the color of this. I'm going to take my finger for this one because this is a glitter. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to press it to my inner corner of my eye and tap it around. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just kind of tap, tap, tap. Trying to like lean in across my desk so you guys can see a little bit. I'm also going to do that on the bottom inner corner. Just kind of extending it over a little bit. And just like that. And same as before, this kind is something that will kind of brighten up your eye area. Want to make sure I get a little bit on the actual eyelid right here on the darker color, because you guys noticed I took that, well, darker but not darker, the lightest shade I used from the Lisa Frank palette, which is, by the way, a Morphe palette. If you know makeup brands, it's Morphe that did the Lisa Frank palette. I pulled that probably from like right here all the way over, but then I go through with these lighter shades and kind of blend it a little bit so that it's not just a solid color. And I might go through with that darker color and solidify up the darker shadow on my outer lid. Not sure yet. Okay, so like I said, I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not gonna do any like designs. Did I bring an eyebrow pencil over here? I don't, honestly, I kind of stopped doing my eyebrows. I used to do my eyebrows religiously. I have very light and fine eyebrows. I do not have much eyebrow, but if you notice, they are there. They're just very lightly colored. I used to do my eyebrows religiously, but the reason I don't anymore is my glasses actually sit right where my eyebrows are, and so like there's not really much of a point in doing my eyebrows. If I do them, then my glasses just cover them up and it's a lot of work for no reason. So what are we thinking? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do some highlighting. So let me grab one of my highlighting brushes. This is the Expert Face Brush. It's by RT200. And then I need to throw some chapstick on before I get to the lip tint because my lips are dry. So I'm going to use this Alchemist holographic palette, and I'm going to use the color of Emerald. So if you guys can tell, these are actually tinted. So this Emerald is actually tinted green. So I'm going to use that for my highlight. And you just take that and you go like right here. I don't really know how to explain that. And you do kind of a little triangle sort of shape on this like part where basically where the light would naturally hit your face. I have an eyelash on my face. Here we go. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. And the thing about highlight is it only really shows up when the light hits it. So I have good lighting over here from my ring light, so you guys can see it pretty well. But you won't necessarily see it when the light's not hitting it. So then I just do the bridge of my nose, in my Cupid's bow, and the tip of my chin. And then I usually take just a tiny bit onto my finger and do the very tip of my nose more than the rest of it. And same with my Cupid's bow. And then I like to take this super sparkly one that I was showing you guys and do that same area that I showed you guys where I put the green eyeshadow earlier, the glittery one, right here in the corner of my eye. Because this one is super sparkly. Nice, right? I'm also going to tap along my lid because I used shimmery eyeshadows for the upper part of my eye, but matte eyeshadows for the darker colors, because the Morphe palette is a matte shadows, or at least the ones I used out of it are matte shadows. There are some shimmer shadows in there, but I did not use any of those. But then all of this up here is shimmer. Glittery! I love me some glitter, you guys know it. Then I'm just going to take that little bit of glitter that's still on my finger, disperse it around. Speaking of glitter, I also pulled out this, which is Bath & Body Works roll-on glitter. If you guys are from the 90s or, you know, lived through the 90s, you guys are probably familiar with roll-on body glitter. I love me some roll-on body glitter. It is not easy to find anymore. This one is scented so nice. It's scented Grape Goodness. But I plan on putting this on my chest too, but I need to change still. But I pulled this out. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. I don't know if the light will catch that or not, but it is just like a pretty, like, you know, understated glitter. Okay, it's glittery. You can't really say understated for glitter. I wish it would. Oh, there we go. There you go. Yeah, you guys see that? Don't mind my skin. I also, like I told you, I have a lot of skin conditions, so my skin is just... Don't look at it up close. But anyways, okay, now we're on to eyeliner and mascara. So my liquid eyeliners, I really need to get a new liquid eyeliner. I've just been putting it off because I don't wear makeup very often, and I don't want to pay for it. But I really need... I usually use NYX. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of it. NYX, whatever the felt tip eyeliner is. But I don't have any of that currently. So I'm going to do... I've got some Clinique liquid eyeliner. I like these felt tipped ones I don't know if you guys are familiar with liquid eyeliner, but I heavily prefer felt tip to the wand version because you get a lot more control with felt tip. So I don't know how much liquid is left in this, so we'll see what we can do. I did this red and then pulled it up on the bottom, and I'm just going to try to mirror that on the top. Yeah, there's not a lot of juice left in this. But I'm going to just do what I can do, and if it's just the faintest whisper of eyeliner, that'll be what it is. I made sure that this look was not heavily contingent on eyeliner, which is part of why I didn't do anything super crazy, because I knew I needed to get eyeliner. So that's what that looks like. It is very, very light. And I also have some, this is one of these double eyeliner things. I got this just to test it out. These are like, you can get them on Amazon and Temu and Shein and Wish and all that type of stuff. But they are double eyeliner. One end does a like print. So this one has hearts. I will tell you right now, this does not work very well, but I was so curious about it. It's a stamp. Let me show you. It's hard to use on your face though, and it doesn't always do the entire shape. But this has a double end. It also has a felt tip end. And so this actually has a good amount of juice in it because I haven't used it very much because I got it for the heart end. Oh yeah, that's much better. Can get me some darker eyeliner going on. I hear my hubby out there playing video games. Much better, much better. Make sure it's focused for you guys. Try to lean in here so you can see what I'm doing. I hear him. There's a health right there. Ah, no. I think he died. But yeah, I was so happy I was able to get his present done. I basically spent all day yesterday on it. It's small, but it had a lot of sewing. Because there's a lot of different little parts to it. And there we go. Thankfully, this one actually did have some juice in it. All right, and finally onto the mascara. I just like to use this Great Lash. This is just Maybelline, Very Black Noir Intense. And I've just been using this mascara for a bajillion years. My mom, I think, uses this mascara still. And so when I learned to do makeup, or when I first started playing around with makeup, I definitely did not learn to do makeup. I used to do my makeup so crazy. Okay, I still do, but like I didn't know what I was doing. This was just the eyeliner or the mascara that I started with, and so like I have an attachment to it. I've used a lot of mascaras though, and I'm not going to say that there aren't better mascaras out there, because there are. But this is like my tried and true. I'm just used to it, and I just kind of gravitate towards it. It's also a good price, so that's part of it too. But yeah, you guys get to see me with makeup on for once. I did do makeup during the Halloween event. I planned on doing makeup during the Christmas event, but I just did not feel up to it. It takes a long time. Or it can take a long time. It doesn't have to take a long time. I don't know, I'm not very quick at anything. I really don't like feeling rushed. I like feeling like I'm getting to take the time to do things the way I want it done. I guess I'm a little bit meticulous. Now I'm just trying to get my bottom lashes a little bit. Boom. And I had an itch. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just this lip tint. This is in the color of Cherry Cherry, and it is cherry scented. And like I said, I'm using you guys as a mirror. I opted to do this over doing a lipstick just because we're gonna have finger foods and drinks, and I know that I would regret doing a lipstick. Well, I don't know that I would regret it, but it just seemed like a lot. Okay guys, here is the finished look. And here's what it's gonna look like with my glasses on. I still gotta get dressed, and I don't know if I'll wear my Christmassy hat. Maybe. It might be a little hot to wear at other people's houses inside. I keep my AC on all the time and keep it nice and cool, but other people turn their heaters on. Down here, it will not be cold, but people will have their heaters on because they have like a totally different sense of cold. They'll be like, oh my gosh, it's 60 degrees out. I gotta turn the heater on to 80. And I'm over here like, no, 60 is great. But I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet either. But I hope you guys enjoyed our little get ready together, get ready with me video. I know it's a completely different type of content than I usually do, but like I said, it's been a day, and I thought I'd just pop on here and get ready with you guys. We could hang out for a little bit. Maybe you guys can get ready with me, or you can craft, or whatever you've got going on. Tomorrow is Christmas. I hope that you guys get some fun stuff in today. Like maybe you sit down and watch some Christmas movies, grab your favorite drink, make yourself some hot chocolate. Hubby made me hot cocoa earlier. It was so good. He made me with a K-cup Mexican hot chocolate, but then he also added some flavored creamer. Oh man, I don't know what flavor it is. Oh, I don't remember at all, but it's some kind of good flavored creamer. Some kind of a, I want to say like Dolce or something like that. Some kind of a, you know, sweet milk kind of creamer. And then he put that gingerbread whipped cream on top of it. Oh, it was the best thing ever. But when we get home tonight from being over there and doing our Christmas Eve, which will obviously feel festive and amazing, we'll probably stop and look at Christmas lights on the way home. So that'll probably be part of tomorrow's video. I'll probably take some clips and stuff and take you guys along for looking at Christmas lights. And then we'll probably come and watch some Christmas movies before we go to bed. So that is what is in the agenda for me today. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you for being here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.